Every time I drink water, can we just play the chug jug sound?
Yeah, I could do that.
Can you please?
Whenever I drink water too, can you also add a chug jug sound effect like right now?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna drink right now as well.
Oh, Jesus, hell yeah.
I'm gonna take another sip as well.
Oh, that's the spot.
I just
That's
got
the
50
stuff
shields.
right there.
I thought chug jug gave you 100 shield.
Depends on the chug jug.
Are they all called chug jugs?
Wait, are they? I don't even know. Hold on.
I thought chug jug was just the golden one.
Do you play Fortnite?
No.
You play?
No.
You were playing in the new update because you wanted to get the fox mask.
No. So what happened was, I saw that the fox mask came out, and I got really chapped because that's my thing, right? So I
Chapped. Yeah.
but yeah, I updated it, but I never played. I opened the launcher. I'm like, nah, I can't.
So let's recap for a minute, Mika. You bought a Fortnite skin. You have Fortnite skins? Did I hear that correctly a few minutes ago?
Well, I got the battle pass.
Why?
During the previous season, the superhero season.
Okay, that's cool and all, but now I beg you this question.
Okay.
Why, considering you've played the game like thrice?
Thrice.
I don't know. I just kind of, I don't know. My friends got it, so I was like, why not? And then I played it a couple times. I'm like, nah, not anymore.
Fortnite or PUBG?
I'd have to go with Fortnite. Can we all stream Fortnite? Like the sleep deprived Fortnite stream?
We can stream whatever the hell we want, dude. I floated by the idea of like a talk show where we take callers and stuff.
That's actually a good idea. I like that.
That could be cool. I also think Fortnite is the best. Not because the game is necessarily good or the genre is captivating. I just think that they did the best job.
Yeah.
Hello, Astro. Welcome to
Fortnite,
the podcast.
baby!
Welcome to the podcast. How you doing, man?
I heard Fortnite and I came running in.
Yeah, dude.
What's up, my chug jug
Get the
bros?
chug jug sound effects going. Yeah,
Bring
there
out
we go.
that chug jug.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Woo!
Hold on, let me take a sip from my.
Oh my god.
Astro, get those mats out. Start building a little tower. I got one of those porta potty.
Porta
fort. I got a porta fort, dude. Porta fort and my tactical green shotgun. Because I'm a nature nut. I only run with green guns.
Porta potty.
Speaking of green, can we talk about Astros vegetarianism for a second?
Shut your fucking mouth, you fucking bitch.
Oh.
Okay, hear me out. As of today, I'm announcing officially I will be only eating humans from here on out. Just want to let the world know that I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a meat eater. I'm a fucking cannibal. Next subject.
All right. You were also very into anime.
I would like to hereby denounce my previous vows to the Japanese culture, and I am now only watching American television.
Teen Titans
Next
go.
statement.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Who's
That
the
was,
rapper?
underrated.
What was his name? There's a rapper in that movie.
Definitely not Tupac.
Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty was in Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Twizzler hair, yeah.
You know, you actually do want that movie to do well because if it does well enough, they're going to bring back the original Teen Titans.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Like, I know there was the clip at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to bring it back if it does well enough.
That's freaking sweet.
Is it like? Is it genuine laughter? Or is it crazy person, psychotic laughter?
Do it again.
Say it. Give us the soundbite again, Panda.
No, just copy and paste it.
Okay. All right, Astro. He said it again.
Freaking sweet.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Well, I think I know who's playing the Joker in the next Batman movie.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
His profile picture goes very... Can we put it on the screen?
It does, doesn't
it? Can we put it on the screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, we did have a couple of requests to talk about airplanes more, considering we are a podcast about airplanes.
Yeah. Podcast is about airplanes, in case you've all forgotten.
Boy.
So let me just pull up this recent article I was reading.
Okay.
So this is from... This is from July 25th of this year, from the New York Times. The headline is that Ryanair, which was long opposed to unions, grapples with strikes in Europe.
That's really crazy.
In London, about 50,000 passengers were affected after the workers went on strike on Wednesday. And as expected, profits are down.
Yo, is Krusty the Clown in the fall?
And most likely we're going to start seeing a lot of competition from rival airfare companies in Eastern Europe. Most affected were the cabin crews in Belgium, Italy, Portugal.
This is what hell sounds like.
Play the chug chug sound effect. Play chug chug.
In Spain.
Chug, chug.
Mostly the employees are concerned about low pay, and they also don't have sufficient employment rights. They also state that the work culture is very punishing. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how this develops. Any thoughts?
I don't really like airplanes.
Any thoughts about Ryanair worker strikes?
Mika, you're a little fucking bitch, you know that?
I mean, that did about 90 damage, but I'm gonna take a sip from my chug chug. Got you there.
I think this is a big problem for Ryanair, Mika, because Ryanair is a budget airline, right? So they make money on the scraps, you know. They make money on jipping their employees out of money. That's how they get it.
Can we censor that? I don't want that word in this podcast.
Jipping?
I mean, we just lost the sponsorship from Peter MSNBC.
Well, that was because Astro showed up to the last one just completely plastered.
Hey,
That's not our. I can't say jipping.
Look, just censor it and don't say what word we're
Don't
censoring.
say what word it is. Okay. All right, I won't. All right.
Bang!
So the problem is Ryanair has to pay their employees more because they've unionized, right?
Well, so the strike is about wanting to form a union, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. In fact, just to add on top of this, about a fifth of the Italian flights are affected. So we're going to see a lot of the other Italian airfare companies picking up what Ryanair has dropped.
That's true.
And I think unless they step their game up, they could be facing some losses that...
Now, Mika, how can they step their game up? Because I remember in the second podcast, in the second Sleep Deprived, you said you were quite a frequent flyer. Is that true? And then you know kind of the ins and outs. Chug jug. You kind of know
and
the
outs
ins and
of-
outs of like airplanes. You were telling me about economy seating and how Boeing is like switching the seats around to make it most profitable. So how can
Or no,
Ryanair
that was
improve
a
this?
that was a concept airplane.
Oh,
think.
okay. All right. Well, still, you're in the loop, right? So what can Ryanair do
What can they do to recoup
to step
their
up
losses?
their game? Yeah.
Well, okay. So if we're looking at the Boeing 737-800, that's the ship that Ryanair would probably use.
Mm-hmm.
They've got about 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got about 30. They've got about 27 premium seats,
Right.
and the rest are economy. So it's about
Yeah.
10% premium, 90% economy.
Mm-hmm.
If Ryanair really wants to continue being the leading, supposedly quote unquote, as they advertise, vessel in the economy realm, then I think they should minimize premium to 5% so they can squeeze on more economy flyers.
But
I also think they should.
I'm sorry. Don't the airlines make more money on the premium seating?
They make more money from the economy seating because
Really?
the economy seating takes up less space in the cabin. Yeah.
I love how you guys are having an actual conversation.
Well, I would think because the premium seats, there's less of them for sure, but they're more expensive, right? They get better service. They pay for being separated from all the proles back in the back of the airplane.
Let me check.
I know we had this conversation probably about a year ago during the second Sleep Deprived podcast, which was like,
Okay, so actually, delete all of this.
no.
It's not from economy. It's from the premium seats. I was actually completely wrong. Can we just delete this and I'm just going to say now what it is?
Yeah.
Like, can we just
Yeah,
pretend-
we'll delete it and we'll cut that part out. We'll cut it out.
Yeah, so about 2/3 of the revenue actually come from the business and premium class.
Really? Damn.
That being said, if Ryanair does decide to go that route, then they'll be losing a lot of favor with their economy flyers, and I think we could expect to see their stock plummet even farther.
That's a decent analysis because Ryanair is in fact a low budget airline. They're an economy airline. I mean, most people
Which-
flying Ryanair
yeah.
is they want cheap seats. So I feel like in an attempt to get more revenue from their premium buyers, which make them more money, if they were to expand that section of the airplane a little bit, I think the people who would be forced out of the economy, and let's be real here, that's a lot of seats in economy that are removed by adding 2 or 3 more premium seats.
Absolutely, and
So they'd lose that market share. They'd lose that chunk of people. And I think
And
that
they-
revenue would decline even sharper.
they would lose a lot of faith with their economy flyers. So I think actually now, the more we think about it, probably adding more economy seats would make
Yeah.
the most sense, even though it seems counterintuitive.
So yeah, you were right in the first place.
But I mean, unless they solve this worker strikeage, I really don't think
Right.
that. Well, let me just see if they actually have solved it.
Okay. Can we just play the chug jug sound effect?
I solved like one side of a Rubik's Cube one time.
Did you?
Sorry, just before we switch topics, I just want to confirm that Ryanair's boss is not budging about the worker strikeage, and yeah,
Well,
that's it. You guys can continue.
good for him. Standing up for what he believes in.
Yeah, so like you had like all those like cool like hipster friends who were like walking around the school like, watch this, dude, I can solve my Rubik's Cube in 40 seconds, and then they like
Right.
immediately get a ton of chicks. So I was like
Right,
going home like researching the algorithms, and it was just too hard, and I just gave up after one side.
Well, you got one side. That's like
I mean, yeah, but one side, it's like anyone can do it. A simpleton can do it, Like, I don't know.
I guess.
Needless to say, I didn't get a girlfriend afterwards.
Well, I had a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, that I could solve pretty quickly because those are much easier than the 3x3x3s. But
I've watched speed running of those, the 2x2s, and they like sit down at the table, and like they don't start the timer until you touch the Rubik's cube.
And they know exactly what move they're gonna do.
Yeah, because it's a 2x2, you can often get a lucky roll where you can just do like 4 hand movements and you're like there.
Yeah.
So they'll just like stare at it for a second, like analyze what the movements they're gonna do are, and then they just do them in like a third of a second. It's pretty crazy.
And then once they put the Rubik's cube down and the timer stops, that's when the girls start flooding in.
Right.
They open the floodgates and all the women just start like mobbing the guy.
Exactly.
His glasses start fogging up.
Can we get another Peter Griffin?
Can we get another chug jug sound effect? Hold on.
I just drank actually, so
Oh, okay. That's good.
I can drink again if you want.
Yeah, let's do some more. Nice. All right, you guys want to take some questions? Put out a little tweet taking questions for the next podcast with the buds. Send them my way. You down?
I'm up.
We out here.
All right. What are all of your plans for future content?
I'll go. I'm thinking about making future Yodel Boy compilations.
Tell us about the Drake clapping gif, the panda.
Oh, yeah.
Is that happening?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Astro, what about you?
I'm gonna try to make people laugh with their mouths.
What about you, Schlatt?
I would like to continue with my video game stuff. I think I've found a nice little nook in YouTube, nice little audience. And we keep doing the gaming stuff. I'll keep doing those little like OpenTTD funny games,
Funny moments. Yeah. OpenTTD funny moments montage.
OpenTTD, yeah. Top 10 plays of the week. Play the game OpenTTD.
Just to
best
put this into context. To put this into context, can you show a clip of OpenTTD gameplay?
Oh, of course, yeah.
This town's name is Buckboro.
Yeah, OpenTTD is a nice little transport game. It's really like heated gameplay, like really intense. A lot of decisions and strategy go into it. Mika,
Yeah.
what's new with you? What are you doing?
I'm having fun making these video game OST videos
Yeah.
and these satirical game reviews. I'm gonna do more like I think I'm gonna, bring it in, kind of focus on what I guess what I'm trying to say is just not be all over the place like I have been in the past. I think that's really done a number. Like I still want to keep it filled with variety because I think a lot of people appreciate that. And I'm pretty big on variety. But I guess focused variety is a good word.
I got you. Yeah, a theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focused variety. And I'm going to make more music.
Nice.
And write more.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm already working on a new EP. So.
Ooh.
Dude, he's got this song that's so good. It's gonna be a banger.
Really? You think so?
It's gonna be a Billboard Top 100 #1 smash hit.
You really think so?
Yeah, I like the horns in it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Mika, I don't mean to burst your bubble here, but I haven't heard the song yet, and I can almost guarantee you it will not be #1 on Billboard. I'm sorry, buddy. It won't be there, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be good.
Aim for #2, baby.
2 is doable. I'm sorry, dude. I shouldn't have said that. I was out of place. I was out of line.
How heartless, you monster.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm at 1 HP, man.
get some jug. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, I could hear the drink sound.
I just spilled water on my desk. You know, a chug jug takes 15 seconds to drink. Astro, can we talk about your music for a second?
No.
Okay.
Okay, if you had to date one of the buds, which bud would you date?
Ooh.
Definitely Mika.
Damn.
You're gonna make me blush, man. You're gonna make me blush.
Well,
Do it already. Blush.
oh, shit, that sounds like a threat.
Fucking blush for me.
Dude, I don't want to.
Blush!
I think we know who's the dom here.
Fucking blush!
No.
Okay, next.
Mika,
What?
who are you dating?
I would combine you all into a person. I would
Oh,
combine, get the best of all your
Fuck
traits.
you.
Combined.
I'm monogamous. I don't roll with more people.
Nah, you'll just have 3 consciousnesses. Consciousnesses.
you'll be one dude that just kind of like snaps between a schizophrenic. You'll be a schizophrenic. You'll be a schizophrenic. All right, Panda, who are you gonna date?
Oh, God. Really putting me on the spot here. Schlatt, you looking like a snack.
Well, I mean, I'd probably go for you, Panda, honestly.
Oh.
So there's a mutual little respect bonding there, you know.
I'm glad you guys have a happy relationship where both of you like each other.
Yeah, and Mika wants to fuse us all into one body, create a mentally unstable person, and then date that. All right, good job.
I mean, if we can only choose one person, then it's got to be Astro.
Oh.
What would happen if we did that? Like, what consciousness would that birth?
We would be 10 times stronger than Exodia, the Forbidden One. But we'd be missing a right leg.
So to summon us, would we have to like remove our own limbs and scatter them around the world so that people would have to find it and like assemble us? Like,
Stop right there. No, stop right there.
Dude, what the
We're done.
fuck? My mind just
We're going to go to the next question now. Just pump the brakes on whatever thought that was.
What the
okay.
fuck? What the hell?
Do we have anything else to talk about?
When there's long pauses, can we just put like the Fortnite dance?
Yeah, we'll just put chug jug, and the dance music.
No.
I'll put everything
Yeah,
everything
the dance
over it.
music.
Everything over. It'll be nice. I'll take good care of this podcast. Don't worry.
Do you want to talk about your bearded dragon?
Bearded dragons. Okay.
Do you want to talk about them? I understand if you don't. If it's like,
Yeah, I'll talk about bearded dragons. They're great pets.
all right.
What do you want to know specifically?
So I know that a big part of a bearded dragon's diet is live insects,
Oh yeah.
and you were an owner of a bearded dragon for a very long time. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I had them from 2008 to 2017.
How was the process of feeding him live insects? Like, how did you get the insects, and how did you keep them alive? Like, did you have to go to the store every week, or did you just have a breeding box for insects?
A mix of both, actually. So I had to go to Petco or whatever pet store that was around in '08, probably like once or twice a month, and I'd get crickets for my dude, and we'd have like an enclosement for the crickets at home too, and they had black like dark tubes where the crickets would crawl up inside, and so because he didn't eat all of them at once, and Petco just sells them in bags. So every time we wanted to feed him, which was probably once or twice a day almost, I'd open up the cage, take a tube out of the cricket thing, and then kind of just like tap it into his cage, and the crickets would fall out and he'd eat it. But as he got bigger and older and lazier, he just kind of sat on his basking stick that had like the heat lamp on him, and he didn't want to move anymore because he was so spoiled. So I just kind of dangle worms in front of him. I'd hold him in my hand, and he'd just kind of eat him right out of my hand.
Will bearded dragons eat dead insects and bugs?
Yeah. They had. I fed him. I used to sprinkle like freeze dried crickets and worms and stuff into his salads every now and then. He liked those a lot. I don't know if like dead. If you find something on the side of the road, I don't think you want to give it to him though.
Yeah, probably not. Panda Astro, would you consider getting a bearded dragon?
I had a chameleon.
Oh, really?
And that was a lot of work. Yeah. But we gave him away because, like I said, it was too much work.
Yeah.
And
a lot of kids, like, what they say, like, oh, get me this pet. I'll take good care of him. Then, like, you know, a month or so later, they don't want to walk it. They don't want to do anything. Then the parent gets, you know, has to deal with the whole thing. And that's what's happened to a lot of families I know. The kids just shirk all responsibility.
Did you have any reptiles, Astro? Is he still here?
Hey, Astro. Hey, Apple.
I was going to say that.
Apple.
Yeah. Hey, Apple. Can we RP Annoying Orange?
Can we end the podcast?